Oh man, what's the motherfucking deal? My bad. I apologize. I locked myself out of the Sauce Sports Studios, so it actually ended up being a little bit more of a delay than I anticipated. But what's the motherfucking deal? So yeah, I'm a little behind. I got to catch up on some things. I ain't got my little ticker going. But what's the motherfucking deal, Sauce Nation? You know what I'm saying? Make sure you put the logo got to pop up. Hey, there goes my boy. You upset, man? Them Patriots ain't shit this year, man. It's all good. You know, sometimes it be like that. Anthony, I don't even know how you say that. Gucci. Whatever. You know what I'm saying? So how y'all feeling tonight, man? How let me go ahead and hop in the chat because I got to pull this thing out. You know, like I say, I'm running behind. Give me just a few seconds to get everything reacclimated. All right, cool. Alpha, what's the deal? Dominic, Bando, Man Things, Real Texans fan, what's the motherfucking deal? Anthony, you don't get no shout out because you are a hater. You just a Patriots fan who is upset. Mr. Killer KB, what's the motherfucking deal? Kenneth, what's shaking? Like I said, I apologize for the delay. Again, I apologize for that. Danny, what's the motherfucking deal? HTOWN Ice, what's shaking? Man, all good. Yeah, Tampa Bay gonna get that W tomorrow. Like I say, man, look, them Pats out of there this year. I don't know what it is. And then, yeah, we got the Astros and Sox coming up. You know, everybody feeling good about the KC game. That's gonna be prime time action. Rockets got a little action in last night, so excuse me. So I gotta stop eating right before I do get on the stream though. I'm gonna be burping and shit. So what is the motherfucking deal? How y'all feeling tonight? You know what, Danny, you know what? How about that? Let me see. Yeah, you know what? We will do a Kush Den. We'll do a Kush Den after I'll do a Kush Den after the stream. If we get if 4 or 5 folks talking about it, you know what I'm saying? We'll get a Kush Den going after the stream. I'll see what Shaq Kush got going. Wise, what's the motherfucking deal? Oh man, yeah, we win that KC game. Ain't no looking back. Like I'm telling y'all, man. So have y'all heard the story today? The big topic the story of the day today is that apparently 1676. What's the motherfucking deal? That's my dude right there, man. That's my people. That's my dude right there, man. But man, y'all, Mello this village. I'm telling y'all, man, Mello mad. He made a wrong decision. But here's what's gonna happen. Man. I was actually not here's what's gonna happen. I'll talk about the prediction in a minute. I want to talk about the big story that everybody's been talking about. Apparently, there's a source that leaked the story out of the Texans camp today, and who was it? What's his name? Matt Hammond. It wrote a story on the 610 Sports, basically saying that B.O.B. originally wanted to start Deshaun Watson after that first preseason game, basically after the Panthers game, I want to say. And then, you know, basically went to Rick Smith to chop it up about it, to see how he felt. And what they're saying is Rick Smith convinced him to stick with Savage. Now, there's a clause in his contract that basically states that, you know, B.O.B., you know, he chooses, you know, who starts. That's, you know, part of the deal. It has nothing to do with the general manager. So he basically went to Rick Smith as, you know, I guess you would say, for advice. And to me, that says a couple of things. I don't know if it's good or bad. One of the things is that, you know, if he's, you know, he makes the ultimate decision. It is his team and everything like that. But if he's going to Rick Smith asking for an opinion or advice, then either that relationship has, you know, mended, or it wasn't as bad as everybody was saying, or, hope changes a lot of things. Or, you know, like I say, so that could be a good thing that, you know, like I said, that relationship that it's not as bad as everybody says it is. What's the motherfucking deal? Raphael Carter crew was shaking. But that's cool, you know. If the relationship is good, that's great. But now, then it makes you think too, also though. But then you look at B.O.B. Well, if you're the guy that gets to make the decisions, you're the guy that ultimately, you know, it's in your contract that you make the ultimate choice of who plays on the field. You know, you can't pick the players, but you take what you have and that's what you put on the field, then you got to look at it like this. You know, why are you asking Rick Smith for his opinion? So, you know, I don't know if it was, like I said, a good faith thing to go out there and see, but apparently, like I said, the decision had been made. So to us, it may have looked like he panicked and pulled Tom Savage, but apparently, you know, and he said so after the game that this has been something that has been, you know, long thought out. It wasn't just a panic move. So that means they had to have had some kind of, you know, plan in the works. And we all knew eventually Savage was going to, Deshaun was going to become the man. So Savage was going to get canned. Yeah, I'll be rapping and shit. But, man, yeah, I got to look at it, lock your ass when you go in foreign fantasy league. Look, man, hey, trust me, I took it. I gotta give me a W today. We gonna see what's shaking though. It's all good. Welcome back. All that good stuff. But you know, so I mean, it makes you wonder. So if that story is true, you know, I think it's kind of fucked up, you know, because you look at it now and you wonder if they had plans on, you know, basically the short lease on Savage, and Deshaun was waiting in the wings, which we all knew eventually was going to shake, then why even play Savage? You know, why even start? I mean, if you had to come to the conclusion of whether or not to start Deshaun, you know, you see what he brings to the table, you like his skill set more, then why even play with it? Just go ahead and tell Savage, you know what I'm saying? But you know, it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Another bullshit saying Marcus. Oh man. But you know, so that's what I'm wondering. So I mean, why not? If you know he's going to be the future anyway, and if you felt like the skill sets were equivalent, or you know that it was you're putting in an equal value or better value out of Deshaun on the field anyway, then yeah, you go ahead and trial by fire. Like, you know, basically what happened, instead of putting him in, you know, halfway through a game where you know the odds are against him. You know, that could be the difference between, honestly, and let's not just be overboard with it, but I mean that could be the difference between being 4-0 or 3-1. That little bit of extra experience. You know, some of those guys that Savage could put out there to dry, they got their clocks cleaned and could make it through a half. Maybe that doesn't happen. You know, Jags don't get 10 sacks. You know, some of these things that take place don't take place. So even though it's pointless to go back and look at it now and to talk about it, well, what if this would happen? Well, what if B.O.B. would have done this? But I just, you know, that just makes you question, you know, the decisions. And this is one of those situations, like I said, I think in the long run, what it really was that he was trying his best to be fair to Tom Savage. Tom has been, you know, in the system, has kind of always been behind the 8 ball. And I think that's just what happened. I think that, you know, he felt like, you know, we brought him in, we're going to give him a fair shot to have this job, and we see what happens. But then, you know, unfortunately for Savage, Deshaun fucking Watson, he's just too goddamn talented. Like, how you can't stop the brother. You know, and I'm telling you, look, I have respect for Savage because he was talking about, man, this is my job. I ain't let nobody come take. I'm talking about, that's what I'm talking about. That's how Savage should talk. But this motherfucker here did bad. You know, ain't nobody get bad. You came off the job at a half, man. So, you know, as Savage was speaking, you know what I mean? It wasn't all that. We will definitely not gonna get a second round pick for Savage. That ain't gonna happen. I wish, but that shit ain't gonna happen. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And you talk about that bag of Doritos. That bag of Doritos might be open already. That's the kind of value that people see for Savage right now. You know what I'm saying? All right, so like I said, I know I've been ignoring y'all a little bit because I have to stop looking at the chat when I start talking, otherwise I'm finna, you know, I'll be on 2 or 3 different topics and not be staying focused. So if I'm missing some of your shit, you know, my apologies. You know what I mean? I'm trying to give it a better format, you know, not only live, but for when people want to come back later on if they missed the stream, to be able to watch it and be able to keep up with, you know, keep up with what's going on. So, you know, I got to make sure that, you know, things come across a little bit better. So, man, where are we at? Yeah, I mean, yeah, he's about B.O.B. All of the B.O.B. QBs leave and go do a little something. I don't know about Mallet so much, but, you know, the rest of they go do a little bit of something. Hoyer out there, you know, making a little, man, hey, Look, we finna have a debate right now. Cause see, I like Doritos, but I'm a Cool Ranch guy. So I think we need to have a debate here. If you fuck with Doritos, if you a nacho cheese person, hit the 1. If you a Cool Ranch person, hit the 2. We're gonna see what kind of Doritos eaters we got up in here. But yeah, let's hop on the Rockets for just a second while we taking our Doritos poll. You know what I'm saying? We taking a Doritos poll, man. I want to know how y'all feel. Did y'all get a chance to see the preseason game? I caught it about into the second quarter. I had missed the late. I want to say late first quarter, early second quarter, something like that. But from what I saw, I liked it. And I know Russell Westbrook wasn't there, and that was actually better for Oklahoma City. It was actually better for Carmelo Anthony and Paul George because they actually got to shoot the ball. I'm telling you, I just don't see how Carmelo and Russell Westbrook alone are going to work. Paul George might be have the most leeway as far as coming off the ball, but I just don't see it happening. And so, okay, we got some 2s, got some 1s, some Locos. I've never had none of those Locos tacos, man. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. They came out, man. Did you just see the spacing on the court? It looked ridiculous. It was just, man. I'm just excited. I'm excited to see the Rockets. It's gonna be raining every game. Motherfuckers gonna be wide open. Zochi out there for the 3, man. I'm telling you, it's gonna be ridiculous. That was a preseason game. They dropped 24, 25 threes. That's like, I understand. Motherfuckers like, they ain't playing as hard. And then whatchamacallit them didn't come out in the second half. But shit, that didn't really matter because it doesn't matter if Russell was there. The national media is still talking crazy. The potential, let's be realistic. The potential, yes, with Russell Westbrook, Carmelo Anthony, and Paul George, the potential with all that talent there is, yes, it's off the charts. But what's going to happen is those egos are definitely going to get in the way of that talent being able to reach its maximum capacity. So I have no worries about them. You know what I'm saying? Shit. Harden was out there actually playing a little defense. Harden had like 2 blocks yesterday. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, yeah, but Melo dropped at 19 in 1 quarter. But you think Russell gonna let him have that? And Russell gonna see them stats. What? Melo having more stats than me? Oh no. You know what I'm saying? It ain't gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? So shit. It's like, man. I just want to see that shit, that whole thing deflate. And I'm telling y'all, man, Melo was over there looking like, man, I wish I was on Houston. That boy face, but he just seen every time a 3 dropped, it just looked like he was mad. It's like, shit, I just should have held out. If I had held out a little while longer, shit. Because, man, look, it's oh yeah, and Capella wide open, dog. It's over with. It's, people can say whatever they want to say. I think we can give. I'm not saying we beat Golden State. I'm not going out there. I'm not talking crazy, And this team has not meshed. It doesn't have the full, complete chemistry. It still has a lot of work to do, But, Mute, Tucker, you know what I'm saying? CP3 out there, defense solid, you know what I mean? Harden and CP3, they just look like they out there having fun, and everybody's open. Gordon went on a streak, you know what I mean? Man. Colts and Bills rumored to trade T.Y. Hilton. That'd be interesting. But, yeah, so like I'm saying, there's no way. Westbrook ain't about no chemistry. Westbrook is about stuffing that stat sheet. And as long as people say, well, he could have if he had the pieces. Well, he got the pieces. We gonna see. I mean, he had the motherfucker a lot of people want to try to claim is the new best player in the world. Kevin Durant is not the best basketball player in the world. If Kevin Durant was the best basketball player in the world, would have never fucking went to Golden State. He'd have done that shit with OKC. Because if you give LeBron OKC level talent, you know what I'm saying? I think he gives that team a run. You put LeBron in his situation that year before he left, LeBron wins that. So I'm just saying, T.Y. for a 2nd round pick, man. I don't know, man. Yeah, Tucker, that's what I'm saying. That shit is wild. The lineups period that the Rockets have is wild. Because Ochi, the biggest motherfucker on the court, died. He just standing in the way. He don't even have to jump to block. He blocked last night. They called it a foul, but that shit was a clean ass block. He ain't even jump. You know what I mean? Marcus Camardi. I remember him. I'm just not super familiar with the dude. You know what I'm saying? To be honest, I remember him, but at this point, I see, you know, anybody who's still just lingering around, you know, there's a reason, you know, they're getting picked up off the street or they're available like that. But like I say, hopefully he can thrive in this city. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes people, like I say, that change the scenery can definitely revive a motherfucker. Your Astro, man, look, I'm telling you, the Astro dollars, man, I'm telling you, it ain't what that is, man. I'm telling you, this is not what you want. That's why I say I gotta get me a suitable Astros affiliate to speak. 1676 said he down, so I gotta link up with him. So I gotta get my shit tight and we'll get some. I want to get some time, man. Like I say, shit, the game tomorrow, you know, shit, it's a big deal. What hit 101 wins, you know what I mean? So shit, and I need to get my game up. So y'all need to school me on some of that shit, you know what I mean? So that's what it is. I'm not even gonna tell you. You go look. I'm gonna get an F on that. So don't even let me lie to you. Do I think I could survive a zombie apocalypse? What is the real meaning of survive a zombie apocalypse? I mean, when does this threat eventually go away? How long does a zombie apocalypse last? You know what I mean? That's what I gotta know. I mean, because if we're talking about some years, and you know, it depends on, like, you know, is the infrastructure still somewhat holding up as far as, you know, electricity and things like that? I mean, like, I need to know the full context of how bad this zombie apocalypse this, you know what I'm saying, that's a bet 1676, and you know how bad this zombie apocalypse is, you know what I mean? That's my deal, because if we talking like a decade or some shit like that, I'm gonna go ahead and clock out, because I ain't trying to live, you know, 10 years with some damn zombies and you know, all that other bullshit. You know what I'm saying? It's over with. I mean, like, I don't think I want to endure the rest of my days with some motherfucking zombies. You know what I mean? Because, like, how do you survive? I mean, if there's no end in sight, I mean, eventually the zombies got to run out of shit to eat and, you know, wither away. But then what? You know what I'm saying? I mean, let's talk about The Walking Dead and all these. No, you know what? No, we're not gonna touch this. This is Kush Den shit. This is shit that's not even supposed to be talking. That's why I don't need to be looking at the chat, because see, I start getting all far off topic and shit. You know what I'm saying? Save those questions for the Kush Den. We're gonna do a Kush Den after the show. I think we'll try to stream, you know what I'm saying, at least 30, 45 minutes, and then we'll definitely hop on the Kush Den. You know what I'm saying? So save all that good shit for the Kush Den, because y'all get me off topic. Look, yeah, I'm a survive, or I'm a die peacefully, one or the other, babe. But so right now, like I say, you know, just the atmosphere around town, period, for all sports, it's a good time to be a fan, even if you're not, you know, a fan of certain sports. It's just a good time to be a fan in Houston. It's just we're winning across the board. You know, when's the last time the city just been on point across the board like this? You know. So you said the best teams out of the Thunder, Rockets, and Spurs. Right now, personally, you know, and I'm gonna take the homerism. I'm gonna take the homerism out of it. And it's something I hate to say. I hate to say it. I really hate to say it, because them damn Spurs are never ever out of the fucking mix. Never out of the mix. As long as Pop is there, Spurs ain't never out of the mix. So until, like I say, I see some more on how this meshes and how everything goes, I'm gonna add a Spurs right there for now, simply because the last time it counted, you know, they did their job and they handled us. So I'm not gonna take that away from them as much as I would like to. But it's close. It's close. You know, I'm talking about, you know, I'm saying A1 and B1 or A, B, whatever, 1A, 1B. The Thunder, I just don't see, like I say, because as long as Russell Westbrook is in control of your team, then your team is headed downhill. You know, all that other stuff, it looked good last year, but a lot of teams in the West have gotten quite a bit more stacked. You know, it's even more difficult. You're gonna have 50 games to get out the West, at least, it seems like, this year. You know, all that 500 shit, it's not gonna cut it. you know, a lot of the teams towards the bottom of the playoffs. But I see the hype and I see the potential, you know what I'm saying, for the Thunder. And I'm not saying that it couldn't happen if things mesh and they come together. If Russell Westbrook is willing to, you know what I'm saying, recede and give a little bit of his power and spread the ball around and really be about some team fucking basketball, then they could do some damage. They really could do some damage. But I just don't see Russell Westbrook doing that, man. I just don't see it. You know what I'm saying? I just don't. Like, I look, I'm telling you, look, that's how it is. I hate the Spurs. Trust me, I hate them. But I just, to be realistic, if we speaking realistically, you can just never count them out. You know what I'm saying? Because Papa just don't fucking play, dog. Like, that dude there, man. Like I say, it's just, I hate him. I hate him. I hate the fuck out the Spurs, dog. But we'll have to see how it goes, man. Let's see. Who else we got? What else we got? I got a booger up in here. Let me see what I got. I got it. Did I get it? You know what I'm saying? Let me know. You know what I'm saying? I ain't tripping. You know what I'm talking about? But yeah, like I said, I don't see Russ coming off the ball. You know what I'm saying? He likes the glory. He wants to be the man. And then, you know, like I said, they showed a statistic. 4 of the last, you know, 3 of the last 4 worst guys that had a ball in your hand at the end of the game, you know, not counting Kobe, since he's recently retired or whatever, but in the last 6 years have been those 3 dudes: Carmelo, Russell Westbrook, and Paul George. You know what I'm saying? So these it really don't matter who takes the final shot. Is this more likely they're gonna miss it? Stephen A is crazy. Yeah, I heard what Stephen A was talking. Stephen A is ridiculous. Saying that CP3 needs to do all this other crazy. CP3 isn't gonna have to do a whole bunch of craziness. Like I say, it's not all on his shoulders, one. And two, I mean, if you just look at how the game and how it flowed last night, if you think it's really going to be an issue, you know, he's giving credit to the Thunder more so like they're already gelling, like they're already, you know, like they've been playing ball, like this is a veteran team. You know, well, they're a veteran team, but like they've been playing for years together. And he's making it seem more so like the Rockets just, you know, they got to figure it out when you have Harden and Chris Paul, who've been playing ball together for the last few months all over the place, and that shows. And then you got a bunch of ball hogs. You got, you know, 2 real ball hogs and a ball dominant guy who haven't had any time playing together, you know. And so I don't see how. Oh yeah, I think we could beat Seattle. I'm honest with you. I think we could beat Seattle. I'm not worried about that. But I just don't see. I just don't see them meshing like that. I think those guys were, you know, 1-year rentals. They wanted to get out of wherever they were. I'm not saying that everybody's going to the Lakers like they all try to say everybody's going to. I just don't see. One, I don't see Carmelo staying in OKC. Maybe he does. Maybe he don't. I don't know. I have no idea. Paul George, he was just in Indiana. You know, that was considered a small market team, so he may be cool with OKC. I just don't see. Talk about Stephen A. Smith. I just don't see it happening. You know what I mean? I could be wrong. Like I said, you know, these guys have, you know, they have their own lives, they have their own opinions. I just can't tell you. Yeah. Yeah. And that's what I'm saying, man. Look, the statistics looked good, you know, that whole thing sounded good, but you're not going to reach that same stat. There's no way you go from you know, solo superstar, you know, MVP consideration type guy, MVP candidate, actually, not consideration, yeah, MVP winner, and you bring in 2 talents like that, and you think you're going to get the same numbers. Russell don't want to decline. He you know, right now his brand is trending up. He's not trying to come off none of that. I just don't see that shit at all. You know, it sounds good because we like saying all the big names together, you know, saying, oh man, yeah, this, and we like imagining those all-star teams and shit like that. But like, at the same time, these guys have egos. There's a reason they are in the position they in. They all have different styles that may not mesh. You got 2 guys who ain't tripping about coming off the ball. CP3 is looking to pass first. James Harden is made passing and he's always been a solid passer, but he's made it a fundamental part of his game, like a major part of his game now, to the point where shit, he's almost a pass first guy. And so, you know, I know Melo just wanted out of New York. I know this for a fact. He wanted to be in Houston. We all know this. You know, it just got to a point where I think he didn't want to stay there when the season started. He wanted to be playing basketball, and he looks better. He looks a lot fresher than he has in a while. He looks a little bit more crisp. So, you know, I think he was just ready to get on the court. You know, which is kind of fuck it. It's only 1 year. You know, maybe he can stick it out, but we all know he want to be in Houston because everybody's coming off the ball. Nobody's tripping. Shit, Capella coming off the rock and shit. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's selfish here, and you see what it translates into, a record number of threes. I'm telling you, every game we're going to live and die by that three. But the thing is that we have too many shooters now to worry about somebody just having a dry spell. You know, we had shooters, you know, previously who, even if we went cold, it was no good, you know. But now I think we have enough guys, and we still sleeping there. We still got a reason. We still have solid defense. Actually, our defense is much better, and we're not getting credit for that. You know, we're just getting, you know, treated the same. You know, it's Rockets ball. It's the same old story to the national media. Like I say, last year it was the Rockets won't make the playoffs. This year they won't. You know, they'll fall to the number 4 seed or whatever it is. You know, OKC didn't pass them up because they've added Melo. But then the national media was just talking about how, oh, well, Melo's really not that good. You know, he's the 64th best player. All these things. But it's like the story changes depending on who and what and whatever's involved. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. Oh, man. Luke Williams. Hey, look. I ain't sneak this dog, Lou, man. I like Lou. Lou was cool for a little bit. But, yeah, hopping back to the NFL real quick. Yeah, I'm surprised y'all noticed that the Jags fans, they haven't been as present after that game. You know, they was in here thick as thieves. They was in here super tough. You know, they beat the Texans. I told you, that just shows how much respect and how much regard they had for us when they beat us. They thought they won the division. It was over with. They was like, we beat the Texans. We you know, we can beat anybody. We you know, we got it now. It's our division, and this blah blah blah. They took a L to the Titans, and you know they chilled a little bit. But oh, you know, the Titans, they're just really really good. You know, so y'all can't beat them because y'all didn't beat us. We went there and smoked the fuck out them Titans, man. I ain't heard shit from the Jags fans. They didn't disappear. They didn't went MIA, man. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. I just think the difference between Russ and LeBron's situation is LeBron willing to come off the rock. LeBron is willing to make the people around him better. You know, he wants to win, and he's willing to do whatever it takes, but at the same time, he knows how to get other people involved. I don't think Russell Westbrook has a sense for that. Russell Westbrook, you know, I think he'll come off the rock if it's just a last resort, you know, if he gets stuck or, you know, it's just necessary. I don't think Russell Westbrook is looking to pass the ball to anybody. You know, he's looking how he can score first, and then, you know, if that fails, then he's coming off the rock. But I think LeBron is looking for a way, you know, to set his teammates up to get them better, and then, you know, also get himself involved. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing about the buyer of which team? Yeah, the Jags though. Yeah, they you know, matter of fact, yeah, I think it was one Jags fan tried to come in here and say, oh, congratulations, you know, because y'all beat Matt Castle. Well, then, I mean, y'all beat Tom Savage. Y'all did it in reverse. So that would be like if we won, if Castle was starting and then Mariota came in and tried to win, you know. So we actually beat the starter. And, you know, at that point, Savage was the starter, so there's no knocking that, even though now we've learned the story that, you know, that the Texans have secretly, or BOB has secretly wanted Deshaun Watson to be the man since then. But I think that's odd, like they say, because even though he wanted Deshaun to be the man, he kept Savage as a starter, but then started grooming Watson more so for the starting position, you know, giving him more looks and things like that. So I don't know. You know, y'all know Shaq, because we had talked about this a while back, and we talked about B.O.B. and how he handles quarterbacks, and if there's some mismanagement going on. Right now we're winning. Everything looks good, so, you know, that can heal a lot of wounds, that can cover up, that can mask a lot of deficiencies. And so right now everything's looking good. You know, everybody's happy. You know, you put that 50 burger on somebody, you can't complain. That's not something that happens too often in the NFL. You know, things are looking up. But you still wonder about these things because, like I say, this is, you know, what, year 4. And, You know, these you still wonder about these quarterback management issues. You're still wondering about time management issues. You're wondering about some of the little things. You know, when you first become an NFL coach, okay, you know some of these things are acceptable. But now you've been in these situations, you've had these incidents occur, you know, multiple times over the years, and it seems like some of them are repeat offenses, and some of these things like you're not learning from on the field and off the field. You know, things involving the team. So I'm just saying, you know, I'm just saying. So, you know, it is what it is. No, shit, for Tito, I already bought him straight up. I don't think he, man, I'd have to watch some more of him to do an impression. I only watched it a little bit that time y'all had told me about it, but I hadn't been back to check it out. Man, look, what's up, man? Y'all got any good motherfucking anime recommendation? I know I'll be fucking with the animes. I'm watching one right now called ReZero. It's like restarting in a world of zero, something like that. And it started off a little sappy, but it's all right. It's not too bad. Yeah, Fertitta about that. Yeah, EDP. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right. You saw, yeah, Fertitta came and bought them boys. He bought them up. You said My Hero Academia. Let me write that shit down. Hold on, let me get my thing. This really should be shit I'm asking Kush did, but you know it's all good. See, I gotta catch it with y'all all be in the mix. Man, I've been on that Death Note. I was on Death Note shit last year, a little while back before before the movie came out. That shit, I've been fucking with that Death Note. That Death Note is the shit. So yeah, I fuck with that Death Note. Death Note, Blue Exorcist. What? You saying anime ain't something, man? I'm telling you. Look. Okay, look. You know, shit. If you'd have been locked up, it depends. You know, when you locked up, the niggas like watching them novellas and all that good shit. You know, they be watching them gossip stories, or they be in there watching TMZ. You know what I'm saying? Some old gossip shit. Anime is like it's a story, babe, but it's also some other shit, babe. I've heard of Bleach. I've seen Bleach, but I've never watched it. You said Cash Earned Sins and My Hero. Yeah, I gotta give me the sauce, some anime sauce, man. But yeah, I fuck with like that Blue Hero, not Blue Exorcist. That shit was dope. Season 2 was weak though. I fuck with that shit, man. I'm telling y'all. But it's the same thing. That anime, that shit be good. Look, you twist you something up, man. Sit back and watch one of the animes. Look, they be selling the drama. They kind of overdo it with them little dramatic scenes, but that shit be good. A good anime shit. That's excellent. Excellent watch it. You know what I'm saying? Hell yeah. You already know they be on them novellas, but don't know what the fuck be going on. But hey, shit. The motherfuckers be good. I'm telling you, the shit that be coming on like what's that shit? Univision, all that shit. The Hispanic shows are way better than the American shit. Them motherfuckers be action packed, man. I'm telling you all that good shit. Dragon Ball Z cool, babe. Dragon Ball Z used to just get me. Dragon Ball Z is good for the fighting scenes. I like some of the other ones. They just be having some real complex storylines. Like that Blue Exorcist was cool because it had like some old moral dilemmas and shit in that shit. That's why I like that. Stranger Things. I have to see what's up with that. I've heard something about that, but I'm not familiar with what that is. But okay, yeah, I done got on the entertainment tip for just a second, but nah, I ain't fucking with the old Miguel. I seen some of that shit. Looked into some of that shit the other day. I ain't seen the shit, but I heard about that shit. I ain't fucking with all that. Man, hey, Street Flavor used to be the shit. That shit don't come on no more. Man, look, let me tell you before we what's the motherfucking deal? Man, look, I don't fuck with hentai. I know the difference between hentai and anime. I don't fuck with hentai. I fuck with anime shit. That hentai shit, that's some shit. I don't want nothing to do with that. That's not my forte. Yeah, that's my thing with Dragon Ball Z. Fight scene be like 5 episodes long before they ever get to scrapping. But hopping back into some sports shit, man. Let's get back into some sports shit. So after seeing what y'all saw on the court last night, how are y'all feeling about the Rockets? I know, like I said, they made it rain and that shit was looking was looking good. But you're not going to do that on everybody. And then, you know, some people aren't as committed in the preseason, but definitely Paul George and Carmelo. You get names like that on the court, they're going to play. So they weren't out there just goofing off. So they were really out there trying to do a little something, you know, if you drop a 19 and a quarter. And I think Carmelo partially, too, was trying to send a little fuck you to New York to let them know he could still ball. You know what I'm saying? He wouldn't have been able to showcase those skills if Westbrook was still out there. You know what I'm saying? I want to say Ed and Eddie was the shit, man. I don't know. I think I missed that one. Oh man, I would love to see that. You know, man, things you motherfucking right. Cause that boy Watt last game got put in a chokehold. I'm telling you, I swear I saw somebody do an RKO on him. You know what I'm saying? Take him out. The motherfucker got a stone cold stunner and shit. Like they just be out there doing whatever the why. They be, you know, it looked like a wrestling match. You know, but it's supposed to be a 1-on-1, and then a motherfucker sneak from under the rug, under the stage and shit, or come running out the side. Cause these motherfuckers be double teaming and triple teaming. Why they still be holding his motherfucking ass? Be just playing dirty, dog. And then somehow flags get thrown and mystically just get picked back up and shit. Like, man, what the fuck is going down? I'm saying the new safety, like I said, I'm not super familiar. I remember him, I'm gonna say from, was it San Francisco, but I'm not super duper familiar with the dude, so I'm not gonna sit here and say I'm excited about it. You know, it just makes you want to still, they're still signing guys. You know, how are they feeling about, you know, Gilchrist? I know Hal has to be solid because Hal's making plays. But then that's making you wonder about, you know, the other guys they got back there, you know, Moore and Gilchrist and some of these other guys. You know, what are they bringing to the table? Man, under the rug. Scotty will not participate for a live stream, man. He'll probably do one or two things. He'll probably lay down and sleep the whole time, or, you know, I say he'll probably get in somebody try to get in my face, be trying to lick it, and I'll have to fight his ass. You know what I'm saying? My bad, man. You know what I'm saying? about that, but yeah, that was Cabardi. Yeah, that's what I say, man. Yeah, I don't, like I said, I can't really just give you a whole lot about him. Like I said, it just makes me wonder how they're feeling about the other guys that we still have. If, you know, there's continually signing DBs, Banks. I don't know what was up with that situation. Well, I don't know yet. Like I said, I'm not super familiar. Like I said, I'm not sure what his skill set is. So, and then somebody coming in talking about there may be a trade block or a rumor with T.Y. going from the Colts. I don't know. T.Y. seemed to be too much of an asset for the Colts for him to be getting rid of him unless they planning on tanking, unless they expect Andrew Luck to be in pretty bad shape and they finna try to go and suck for somebody new. I couldn't see him doing all that. Zochi, I definitely like Zochi. Oh, Kamar. Okay, like I said, I didn't know if he was there for return. But see, yeah, oh man, you know, that's something that we hadn't talked about, hadn't mentioned. Tyler Irvin going down. And that's something definitely, you know, everybody's excited about the win and all that stuff. And of course, Tyler Irvin's not like the biggest contributor. But I felt like this year you saw a different Tyler Irvin. He was kind of a bit more decisive with his moves and what he was doing. But it was just unfortunate that he got hurt because, you know, we saw Will Fuller come in. I was kind of, you know, I thought they were trying to do the same thing, you know, like last year and just give him that look. But then once you saw him back there a couple of times and you know, it was unfortunate. But Chris Thompson too, man, that's one of the little dudes that I wanted to have been signed from day one because he showed that he was an asset on special teams. And obviously he can go as far as, you know, being a gunner, and he can return because he had a nice, a little 40-something yard return when he came about. So, you know, that's someone I like. I liked him, you know, as a fringe guy to make the team. So I guess, you know, they ended up cutting him, and I guess he made practice squad, and they brought him back. But I definitely like him because though he's a special team specialist. You said Houston not leave Ford. Is Ford playing? I thought Ford was hurt, or is he going to be back this week? You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm curious to see. But yeah, let's be honest with KC. The speed is dangerous, but what does Casey have differently that they didn't have last year other than Kareem Hunt? And, you know, we saw the outcome of that. What do we have differently outside of last year, you know, outside of Deshaun Watson? You know, which is a bigger plus, you know, an upgrade at your quarterback position or an upgrade, you know, or a running back, you know. So I guess it depends on how you look at it. Alex Smith is playing lights out this year, so that's another thing you got to take into account. I don't know how much longer it happens. I don't know if they can, you know, they have some injuries on their O-line, so this may be the game. And it sounds crazy. This may be the game that JJ finally gets a sack or you know, starts to make plays. It's just, that sounds crazy as shit saying that. But, you know, I think we might fuck around and have a field day. You know what I'm saying? So if that O-line, like I said, I think they're missing 2 or 3 O-linemen. And so now you got guys who don't have that chemistry now going against some very solid D-line players. And with a guy like JJ, you know, you're going to need those double teams, triple teams. You're going to have to chip. You're going to have to do a lot of things, a lot more complex blocks. And if these guys don't have that chemistry, if they don't have that unity, it's going to expose holes. There's going to be problems, you know. So I think that things are falling into place. Another thing being that it's a little bit of a short week for them. You know, a day short. That might fall into our advantage. You know, they're coming here. It's a few things that I'm looking at, you know what I'm saying, off the field things that you know, don't always necessarily have a real impact on the game, but sometimes you got to look at the whole picture. And so I'm looking at some of these little things, these nuances or whatever you want to call them, and these things are trending in Houston's favor. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. P is toward the ball. Oh shit! They showed up. There it goes. They motherfuckers there. Like I say, they love the shit. You know, they be tuned in, man. You know what I mean? They be in there. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, they always. I'm telling you, look, they love that shit. They in here more than the fucking Titans fan. The Titans fan barely even came through. You know what I'm saying? They talked a lot of shit in the comments. The motherfuckers ain't show up the next day. Definitely, I think we could get a pick for Brown and Cushion. I don't know if somebody want to take them as a package, but I think we could get something for each one of them individually. Yeah, absolutely. And my thing is, what kills me is what's his name went to KC. Didn't our Hunt end up going to KC? Is he still with him? Because shit, he damn near can do some of the same shit. That's the thing. These motherfuckers got so much fucking speed. It's crazy. You know what I mean? Kansas City, I'm telling you, speed kills. I mean, y'all see what happens just when Will Fuller returned. You just gotta respect it. Shit, they was afraid. They'd rather get the penalty, basically giving up free plays, you know, than let him beat you. Which, I mean, it was essentially the same shit almost. But speed kills, and Kansas City has a lot of it. They got plenty of speed to go around, and so, you know, we just got to be on our toes, you know, especially with those youngsters. You know, they may be looking to exploit those guys. I saw somebody mention it earlier. Dylan Cole was a motherfucking steal. Undrafted free agent. Basically, you know, falls into your lap. Shit. Win. That's a win. You know, there's some guys who got drafted, you know, in the higher rounds who haven't done shit compared to Dylan Cole. Now, I want to say, I think Zach kind of has more tackles overall, but, you know, Cole has more big plays. He has a sack. He has a pick six, you know, so INT and shit like that. NFL portrayed by SpongeBob. All right, I'm going to have to check that in. Yeah, Kelsey is a beast. You know what I'm saying? Kelsey, you got to respect it. That boy, that was you, Clayton? Okay. Well, yeah, so, you know what I'm saying? Cole, definitely. You know what I'm saying? You got to respect them. And these guys, the emergence of these two youngsters is making it hard to keep a guy around like Cushion. You know, I mean, let's just be honest. As long as, you know, they ain't on no shit, I mean, why would you? And I hate to say that because Cushion, you know, being one of my all-time favorite Texans, but then, you know, you wonder about the juicing and stuff. Does he ever make it into the Texans Ring of Honor? because juicing is not honorable. I don't give a shit about it. Y'all know I don't give a fuck about PEDs and no shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, the NFL frowns upon that type of shit. I think motherfuckers should be allowed to take whatever the fuck they want to take to play this fucking game, because a lot of the shit it's not all about being stronger. Some of the shit is about is more mental. You know what I mean? So say, you know, you look at Deshaun Watson on paper, and I'm saying, you know, not looking at the individual games is when we're not talking about those kind of statistics. Let's just look at the measurables, the draft measurables, and you compare them to other quarterbacks, and as a package, it's a great package. But if you're looking at each individual, you know, arm strength, it's not amazing. Speed, he's not the fastest, you know. Just different, like I say, different traits, different skill sets, like I say, drills or whatever that the whole draft is for. You know, he's not going to just jump off the charts at you at any of those things. You know, so we talk about intangibles and things like that. But when you put that package together, and there's been other guys who've had these similar traits and these similar packages, so that's why I say it's about the mind. It's about the mind of the person who's controlling it. I mean, you get exceptional things. Because, I mean, think about it. Would you say that – I wouldn't say that Deshaun Watson is as physically gifted as Michael Vick was. But I think already is a better quarterback. You know, and we can not even talk about just the rookie year. Just I think already just from what he's shown is a better quarterback. You know what I mean? So, you know, Vick just really relied on his talent to, you know, get him through a lot. You know, because he admitted multiple times he didn't read the playbook. He didn't pay any attention to that. He used his talent. And I think Deshaun is actually an intelligent quarterback. You had a lot of people trying to knock him, say he wasn't bright or he didn't have this and he didn't have all this other stuff. But now I think you see what Chicago's doing now. They're hoping that they made the right decision and going to go out there and say, fuck it, and play Trubisky. And here's the thing. You know what has happened with that. This is what's so amazing. This is what I like. This is what I love about it. You know, everybody who picked a QB ahead of Deshaun Watson, like right now, well, KC, it doesn't matter because they already had a quarterback, but they want to keep, you know, somebody in line, a guy for the future. So technically, it doesn't bother them right now. But a team like Chicago, you picked Trubisky, you picked him ahead of Watson. Watson has already came in, made an impact. Made a significant impact. If Trubisky doesn't give you that in the first 2-3 games, it was a waste of a pick. I mean, maybe in a couple of years down the line he develops or whatever it is. But if you're in a situation where you need to win now, or maybe Chicago's next day, maybe they don't see that. Maybe they're in full rebuilding mode. I don't know how they see themselves. But the Texans, we had all the assets. You know, we just needed the QB, so we had to make that move. But I think, you know, the QBs you picked ahead of him, you lose. He's already shown what he can work with as a rookie. Now, like I say, Kansas City don't need him, so it's okay for them. But like the Bears, if Trubisky comes out and he has a dud of a game, you know, Chicago looks stupid. You know what I mean? So shit. It is what it is. Oh, y'all talking that? I forgot the Jags person in there. Like, y'all can entertain them if you want to. Come on, we already know what it is. They played against, like I say, I told y'all the first game, and I have not swayed from this. This ain't nothing to change. They won because of who they started playing against. You play that whole game against Deshaun Watson, it don't happen. You play against this team now, it don't happen. You played against half a team. You played against Tom Savage and a team that was down double-digit starters by halftime. So, you know, you take credit for that. There's, you know, you play who you line up against. But I'm telling you, week 15, I guaranteed it. I guaranteed it immediately after the game because I'm telling you, we're talking about the mental game. How we just talking about Deshaun Watson and having the mental tools to put those pieces together. The mental game for the Texans was there. The mental game where everybody's mentality was on Hurricane Harvey. So ain't nobody worried about that. Like I'm telling you, nobody's like that. Come on. Even the national media who was on the Titans and the Jags, Dick, y'all saw what happened after that game. Go look at the polls now. Go who's going to win the AFC South. Go check those polls. You know, before that game, you check those polls. It was still, even before the game, it was still the Texans over the Jags. Like, even before that game happened, even though we lost to the Jags, people still gave us a significantly higher percentage chance to win a division than the Jags. And, you know, everybody had the Titans first. Go check those polls now and see what they say. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So like, I mean, it is what it is. Like I say, man, it's no worries. The rest of this shit is on notice. We already, like I say, walked through the Titans once. We finna go 5-1 in the division. You know, that's just gonna be that. And that one is already taking place, so everything else is W's. We taking no L's. We taking no L's. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that could, you might be right. We might be resting people, you know what I'm saying? We might already have our position locked in and we just be cool in week 15. You know, they might see Savage again week 15 by that time, babe. That's all it is. Eddie Ramos, man, I appreciate you following through, man. I appreciate you coming through and stirring up some sauce, man. So like I said, I had to you know, just talking about some of those things. We've talked about predictions. We've talked about the Rockets. Now, I want to speak on the thing, like I say, I'm least able to speak on. So I kind of want to let y'all have some free for all. I want y'all to you know, I want to know what y'all feel about the Rockets versus the Rockets. Man, look at me, the Rockets. The Astros versus the Red Sox. You know, I'm going to tune in. I'm going to be watching it. And I want y'all to let me know, what do I need to be looking out for? What should I be most focused on? You know, what should, and the Jags turned on their quarterback. They swore one game Bortles played, even though he barely had 100-some yards, that he was the second coming of Tom Brady after 5 years, and they turned right back on his ass a week and a half later. You know what I'm saying? So that is what it is. Anyway, Astros sweep. Yeah, say my thing is, like I say, I don't got the baseball sauce. I don't got the baseball juice. You know what I'm saying? But I know we just played Boston and handled them handily handled Boston. But and I think playing them so soon after, you know what I'm saying? We I don't see the momentum decline. I don't see why, you know, we don't continue that. But like I said, yeah, y'all got to let me know. So you're saying batting power and starting pitching is going to determine the series. Keuchel, okay. So give me the game on this. You know, Verlander's come in, and I'm hearing that this pitching that he's had, these games that he's had, it's been some top notch Randy Johnson type shit. You know, I'm familiar with the big unit. You know, a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I know what he brought to the table, so I know that is definitely a good thing. But you know, I mean, is he going to be an addition that gets us that steroid sauce, man? That shit is strong. But yeah, Verlander, is he the guy that's going to get us over that hump? Is he the guy that's going to get us there? You know what I mean? Like I say, here's the thing. How many? Let's take a guess. How many Texans fans do y'all think? Go to Jaguar streams, or a Jaguar person who only talks Jaguars? I don't even know if there is a person who only talks Jaguars. One, but if there's a person who only talked about Jaguars, how many Texas fans do you think show up for every single live stream? Every single one. How many Texas fans do you think show up? Exactly. Man, what's the motherfucking deal, Mark Cruz? You know what I'm saying? Okay. So you said game one is it going up against the lefty? Okay. So like I said, I gotta get tight. I'm definitely gonna start paying more attention. And what I'm gonna do, this how we gonna handle it tomorrow. Okay, we're gonna I don't know, you know what I'm saying, like some of y'all's time, but maybe after the game or maybe during the game. I just gotta figure it out. I wanna do some things on Facebook because I don't think, you know, if the game is playing in the background, I have to worry about them copyright notices and shit like that on Facebook. So I might start fucking with that a little bit. But maybe after the game, you know, we'll do some talking about the game. Maybe y'all can help me answer any questions I may have. You know, I'll take some notes and things that I come across, and you know what I mean. And y'all can give me some game. You know what I'm saying? Help me get my baseball game up. You know what I mean? Exactly, babe. So that's why I say nobody talking Jags, man. Ain't nobody worried about that shit. You know what I mean? So, but like I said, he more than welcome. They more than welcome because, like I said, that shit make the shit look good. It make it look like the Chad popping. You know what I'm saying? They keep throwing the salt in there. You know, that's their version of sauce because they salt and water. That's Jag sauce, salt and water. You know what I'm saying? That shit your grandma used to make you drink when you had a sore throat when you was young. Boil up the fucking water, put some salt in that shit, stir it up. Talk about gargle that shit. That type of shit, man. That's what they on. Salt and water sauce, man. We ain't worried about no motherfucking Jags, man. No, we don't give a fuck how y'all feel. How y'all feel right now? Because y'all know y'all back at the bottom of the division. Y'all try to cling on to that 500 for as long as y'all can. Y'all better be right back where y'all supposed to be, baby. So that's why we ain't worried about that. The Texas fans don't give a fuck. We laughed it off. It was a fluke. You know what I'm saying? We not concerned about that shit. Yeah, man. Hey, boy, yeah, we already know about them hoes on Vincent, man. Look. That's how the Jags fans get it in, man. So, yeah, that's what I mean, you know. But we ain't finna get him no shines. We ain't worried about that. Exactly. And the more y'all come in, trust me, we gonna be looking for y'all week 15, and we gonna be on that ass. But so definitely, like I said, you know, maybe do a stream after the game and talk about some baseball things like that because I definitely want to improve on that and being able to talk those things. Like I said, I want to be a one-stop shop to, you know, talk about sports, you know, have an enjoyable conversation, a freelance conversation, no restrictions, you know, unfiltered sports conversation. And if my ass can stay on top of the fucking sauce line and keep that motherfucker charged up, then I definitely will do that because, like I said, I want to get the call-in shit going, and we're going to be all Gucci. Yeah, hey, look, he remember that boy Clay remember the story, man. Yeah, they be out there playing that good tranny D, man. You know what I'm saying? So it's all Gucci, man. Yeah, them Jags fans show up. They be in this motherfucker. I wouldn't say tough. They be in here soft. You know what I'm saying? They ain't stiff with it. They just be in here on that bullshit, man. So yeah, that was the first time, and then y'all said all this other stuff, and like I say, y'all said y'all was kings of the division, then y'all lost to Tennessee, and then all this other stuff is have y'all lost to the Jets. You know what I'm saying? Highly regarded by many. Well, until y'all came back along, by many people, it's one of the worst teams in the league. You know, them and the Giants and shit. So it's all Gucci. Like I say, it's no worries. We ain't worried about Jags fan, but definitely, like I say, gonna do it. Gonna have a stream tomorrow. I think what I'm thinking is more, you know, game weeks and stuff like that. Well, when basketball picks up, definitely have streams on the nights the games are. But until it gets all fully official, like football, you know, the weeks maybe start the live stream on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Y'all know, fuck 'em Friday always, and like that. And Monday and Tuesday, you know, just save it for more recordings and things like that. You know what I'm saying? Rollers Perez, what's the motherfucking deal, man? Yeah, like I say, it's a bunch of them. There's definitely. Shout out to everybody. Like I say, yeah. Shout out to Darren Davis. Shout out to L Sticky. You know, that's me. That's Sauce Nation. I'm not for sure about Overload. It's Joseph Tenney. You know what I'm saying? He definitely talk text. I fuck with Joseph Tenney. Super tough. Let me see. See, there you go. There y'all go with this motherfucking homo shit. That's where the Jags fans always return to that type of shit. Like, that's my thing. Like, I ain't tripping on none of the rest of the shit. Y'all talk shit, fine, talk shit. But when you start getting that off the wall shit, there you go. But yeah, it's definitely another. It's several other people talking Texas. You definitely want to check them out. And I always want to make sure I shout out everybody else talking Texas. So definitely, if you always looking for some more good Texans conversation, Darren Davis, Joseph Tenney, L Sticky, you know what I'm saying? Ferocious be doing some films. I know that's a young dude, Justin. I definitely can't say his last name. He doing some stuff. Man, like I said, I mean, it's a lot of folks. And like I say, so shout out to everybody, you know what I'm saying, supporting the Talking Texans because it's nothing but love for that. You know what I mean? And so if I forget y'all, trust me, I don't be deliberately trying to forget nobody. Sometimes it just slipped my mind, like I say, when I be having a million things going a second. So Yeah, like I say, we ain't worried about the Jags. Look, let them have a little rinky-dink victory, because the end of next week they're gonna be 2-3, and then it's gonna be 2-4, and it's gonna steadily decline, and it's gonna be the only thing they have. You know, they're gonna come back in here talking trash. Well, we still beat y'all, even though your record is a winning record, and we're still losing. They're gonna be upset. We just gonna let them have it. You know what I'm saying? Like Booker T said in the old commercial, man. Let them have it. We ain't tripping on that shit, man. Trust me, we not tripping on none of that shit. But yeah, man, I definitely don't give a fuck about the motherfucking Jags. Man, yeah, as far as highlights, yeah, Visionary, definitely check out. I fuck with Visionary super tough. Visionary is the dopest highlight vids. You know what I'm saying? So, like I say though, but we getting close to the 1 hour mark right when I looked at it. So it ain't gonna be too much shaking. Nah, I get no pussy. Yeah, this motherfucker. Why you worried about what my dick do, dog? Come on, let's be for real. Let's be realistic. You guys do some real strange stuff. You know, my thing is, like, I don't really care about talking shit. Then we gonna end on this note before we get the motherfucking me. That's cool. And every night, I hope you is. And every day while you ain't around, she probably sucking somebody else up. So anyway, my thing is this. I'm not tripping over, like, you know, look, I'm faithful, all that other shit. I used to be a dog, you know what I'm saying? I ain't no lie, you know what I'm saying? But you don't get no brownie points for in-house pussy, dog. Like, you know what I'm saying? If that's your lady, that's your lady. You're supposed to get action. You don't get no brownie points for that. It's good. Love your lady. Be faithful to her. Don't do no dirt outside and bring nothing home. I'm telling y'all, I'm not telling y'all to be corrupt. I'm not telling y'all to do nothing like that. But you're not getting no brownie points. You know what I'm saying? You not getting no brownie points because, man, my old lady, my girlfriend, I fuck my girlfriend, everything. Good for you. That's like what's supposed to happen. Like, come on, my dude. But whatever. You know what I'm saying? That ain't got shit to do with shit, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't care about that. I don't care about none of those kind of things. And that's the problem with America right now. What's the motherfucking deal, Chris? But yeah, that's what I say. Like, yeah, now that they can't double coverage, they can't put all that pressure on Hopkins. It's a brand new ball game. If these motherfuckers really think they still playing savage and you know, one receiver and all that other good shit, cool. Come with that mentality. Whatever is week 15 and see what happened, man. But anyway, my dude, like I say, I'm not finna sit out here and argue with you about, you know, shit that you should be getting. I hope you do. You know what I'm saying? I definitely hope you do, but I really don't think you do, because anybody who was, you wouldn't be on here. You'd be out there trying to get you something instead of being in a Texan stream every time that it pop off. So that means that you really not getting no hype, big dog. Because I'm telling you, look, I'm not even finna go into it because, like I say, anyway, leave some of your personal. I got to keep some of the shit personal, but you know what I'm saying? Ain't no way that I would be, you know what I'm saying, getting action and getting hype and be worried about what y'all, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you try to cloud over to day, but I ain't tripping on none of that shit, dog. Like I say, actions speak louder than words, and if you was really getting that action, you would be at a Texan stream and not be a Texans fan every time the stream pop off. So it's all Gucci. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? He getting some of that Hershey Highway. Yeah, Clank and Stoggle, man. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So, you know, they out here, they talking trash, but the only way that you know that every time the stream pop off is if you subscribe. And so I thank you for the subscription, you know what I'm saying? So I'm not even mad about this. That's why it's all entertainment to me. Like, I gotta really realize this shit is entertainment. All that shit is hype, man. But with that being said, appreciate y'all. And here's the thing too, y'all know some of the Jags fans, they subscribe to the Kush Den too. So here's the thing, if you fucking with Sauce Sports, or you just fucking with your boy Honcho, and y'all just like, you know, to go with that off the wall conversation, that's what the Kush Den is for. That's Sauce Society. We kind of get left field, but you know, the Kush Den is the 420 friendly. So I know a lot of people been asking me, I know you sub. That's what I'm glad you admit it. You know what? You get half a brownie point for being truthful and admitting it. But the Kush Den though, like I said, we go Kush Den tonight. But if y'all ain't fucking with the Kush Den, man, if you 420 friendly, the Kush Den is where you need to come rock with. Like I said, we go get it there. We talk off the wall. I'm gonna try to see if Shaq Kush pull up. If not, then like I say, we'll go. You know what I'm saying? I'll go one deep, and we just, you know what I'm saying? It's free for all. It's all Gucci shit. You know what I'm saying? So, with that being said, I'm gonna get up out of here. Give me about 10, maybe 15 minutes, and then we're definitely gonna go live in the Kush Den. Man, Paris, what's up? You pulling up in the Kush Den or what, man? You know, we go see what's shaking. You know what I'm talking about? So that's a wrap, man. All y'all have a good evening. I hope y'all are having a great day. I hope y'all still as excited about this game as y'all were excited about after the victory. I hope y'all excited about these Rocks, and I hope y'all super excited about these Stros. We're gonna go ahead and head to that World Series tomorrow. But with that being said, man, I'm chunking up a deuce. Sauce Nation, y'all be cool. Y'all stay saucy. And I'm out. Bet that. Hit that Kush Den. If you ain't in that Kush Den, subscribe to that Kush Den. Come through the Kush Den, man. It's going down. Hold up.